Food is the great connector in our lives. We eat to survive. We eat to celebrate all the important moments in our lives. When we know that food is scarce or not available at all, nothing brings us closer or faster to sadness and stress, fear, anger, and often despair.
There are a lot of neighborhoods that don't have access to the healthy, affordable food they need, and we know that that has great health outcomes. So we know people will be healthier if they can access the food they need.
I think these kind of programs are important, particularly in marginalized neighborhoods, because in some cases we live in a food desert. And a food desert means that we do not have a shopping center close to us with fresh fruits and produce and milk. You can go to Giant Tiger and get some of your groceries, but you really can't sustain a proper feeding schedule or a nutrition schedule. It's very difficult.
I have a dream, and my dream is that healthy food, affordable healthy food is available and accessible to different community members all across the city. And so they could have access to that food, and so really increasing those capacities. And I think it's really beyond the food as well. It's a purpose, but there is a lot of outreach, connecting people with resources, and us knowing what's going on in our community a little bit more.
Because people are continuously asking us that why not we increase the number of the food markets.
And we were so happy to have it because it was very close to the area. Second thing, it was very convenient. It was not very expensive. We love to have more something like that.
A big issue with our youth at this time is the amount of amount of fast food going into our systems. And so I think that the whole idea of bringing good and wholesome and nutritious food to the youth is good, because not only will it help us at this time, but it'll help us for our future as well.
We have just piloted a community garden, and we have partnered with Brewer Park Community Centers. And it was a very, very good season, and the harvest was really, really good, and they could also share the harvest with all other residents, their neighbors. So I could just observe them, how they were just harvesting these things, and zucchini almost every week. Tomatoes, oh my goodness, and they were so happy, and that was so good.
The Poverty and Hunger Working Group is really important because up until now there hasn't really been any kind of centralized coordination. So what we've seen is piecemeal initiatives here and there, but nothing to really connect the communities across Ottawa together and focus them on the goal of food security. We now have a network and people are more freely exchanging information. We know what's going on in different communities, and
there seems to be a lot of opportunity to build community around food, and it's interesting to see people that weren't involved to slowly get involved, because it's something that, you know, food is everywhere and it's needed, and it's kind of common ground to build community. It's really built some cohesion, I find, in some of our communities, and people that I never saw engaged are out there, you know, weeding the herb garden and finding a role within the community, and there's a lot of roles to fill, and it's been nice to see new faces come out and be a part of that.
Today are the best days in our community. These amazing projects and equally amazing people find our community digging in, sometimes in soft, fertile ground, sometimes breaking through the hard bits, the mouton, and leading the way to reaching our goal, which is healthy food for every person in our community.